Okay, watch this stupid thing die here. That looks really cool on camera. But anyway, as you can see, we have no lights at the moment. And that is true. In fact, that was on. Take a look here. It does nothing. If you go over here, it is mess. Yeah, as you can see, that's not charging. It should be. It's plugged in. Neither of those are doing anything. That was on when I left. Let's see if we can turn it back on. Yeah, no, it's totally dead. That one will turn on because it does have battery. I haven't bothered with that. But if we try to turn this light on, yeah, nothing. Can't turn this on. If we look up here, you should see, yeah, clock is out. Go over here. This is still on. I'm surprised. I think that is the one that's lasting the longest, because I see an orange light blinking on that. Let's see. How much batteries that got left? About 19 minutes. That's not too bad. That's where I left it when I got out of here. This I turned off, but I guarantee you it will be out by now. Cameras are all off. Turn those off as well. That's out. Let's see. Will this turn on? No, that will not turn on. This will not turn on. And those are all. And the camera goes out. Sweet. I love it. Anyway. So yeah, that's now down to about 7%. This is still running. And, oh, oops. It looks like I left the broadcasting tool on. Oops. Let's go ahead and stop that. Let's see if it will actually stop. Anyway, yeah, you could probably tell that everything is still out. This is basically the last thing with any decent battery life. And it's out. An hour and 5 minutes. Of course, it will not focus on that because it doesn't have automatic focus. Oh, so I'm not going to wait for it. I don't know what the problem is, but this is the second time it's done it tonight. So, let's see. We'll let that idle there. And we'll let that run down. We'll let all these things run down, basically, until things come back on. If they don't come back on in the next 2 minutes, then I'm just going to shut things down. Or, basically, I'm not going to do anything. But as you can probably tell, nothing works. Nothing. And I'm tired as heck. I'm probably just going to get to bed after I move some of that crap out of the way. Yeah. Not sure what the deal is. I'll probably and I'm just going to go live again tomorrow because I'm not going to wait for this. Don't know how long it's going to take. It could come back on like right now, or it could take... Oh, I don't know. It could take until tomorrow morning. Expect a follow-up, though. I'll see if I can get this edited while I still have got battery power. It won't be up tonight. You can be practically guaranteed of that. Just for the record, it's about... why am I looking at that clock? That clock is wrong. I'm going to have to fix that. But every clock in here is on a different time. It's about 11:47 right now, so it's been an hour and a half. Something like that. Since I left. Originally. This is not why the show is stopped in the first place. But this is why I'm not going to be doing another one. I'm probably covering up the stupid microphone. I hate this thing. Well, as you can see, it is quite bright in here, but not because the lights are back on. It's actually because I've turned all of the backup lights on. That one, that, and that. That one isn't because there's really no point, and then there's another one up there that you can't see through the blinding light from that thing. If you're ever wondering what I have to sit in whenever I've got these things on, this would pretty much be your answer. Right there. I'm amazed. That is still going. Even though it's probably well past 7%. Yeah, it's 6%, 10 minutes. Like I said, I've got no idea what happened. It could be fact that they're repairing something at the substation could be basically anything. Somebody could have hit the pole for all I know. And they do that around here. More often than you'd expect. It's annoying, but there's not much you can do. People around here don't know how to drive, and they're not willing to learn. So I guess there's one thing, and that over there is finally going down. I think I'm going to cut this off. There's not much else that I have to say. This is basically what happened and why I'm not going live tonight. But before I leave, somebody asked me if they could see the Windows Technical Preview in a video. And hopefully this doesn't go dead before I'm finished with this. But I figure that even though there's probably an embargo against it, I might as well give you guys a quick glimpse of what it looks like. There's your quick glimpse. Oh yeah, one other thing to note is that as you can see, this is not plugged in anymore. I actually unplugged that so I could charge this up so I could use it tomorrow, because I do need to use it tomorrow. Obviously, it's not going to get charged up right now. Hopefully it will get charged up by tomorrow. I don't really need it, and there are places where I can charge it, but I'd rather get it charged now. So this has been running on battery power for longer than any of the other things in here. And it is still one of the very few things. I think it is the last. Yeah, it's the last. Other than that thing, my main computer is the last thing running because that just went to sleep. So I guess there's progress for you. Even though it's a bomb pack, it still manages to get decent battery life, I guess. I'm going to fix that clock because that's really annoying. And, okay, I'm officially going to call this. I'm not going to make you guys sit through anymore of my pointless rambling. And as promised, the last part of this video. I was going to make it this morning, but I didn't. As you can see, power has been restored, finally. Took it long enough. I also got a package, as you can see. There will be a rant about that later on the show. I don't know if I'm going to go through with actually making a whole separate video dedicated to just this, but I might, you never know. I'll have to go ahead and see what I said in the other one that I haven't even edited yet. There's a lot of stuff that I need to edit and render and, all of that hoo-ha. I found out exactly what happened. All this stuff is, of course, charged back up again. There's nothing really wrong. And the camcorder over there is on right now, and probably has been on. Yeah, it has been on basically all day. Thanks to, guess what? The fact that stupid thing turns itself on as soon as AC power is applied to it. So, there you go. Well, power from the DC input, but even still. This is only charging right now, or just charging now, because I need the power supply for another laptop that I'm using in place of my T500, which is still out of commission because of a bad battery. I am looking, I'm going to have to look into getting a replacement for that very soon, because I don't know how much longer I can survive on a laptop that I have to, first of all, I have to use Linux on it, because Windows won't work for what I need. And the other problem is it doesn't really support wireless anywhere other than here, where I know that it will be able to connect to an 802.11b network. Because apparently nobody else knows how to set Wi-Fi up such that it works with 802.11b devices in a public setting. I'm sure there's a valid reason for it. I really do think there is probably a reason for it. Bandwidth issues, frequency issues, signal loss, all this other stuff. I think there's a reason for it, but it's a stupid reason. And it really shouldn't even matter. Because the signal in parts of these buildings is stupid anyways. And really, it wouldn't be made much worse if you allow for 802.11b devices. But anyway, that's another rant for another day. I've basically already had the rant, isn't that nice? So it's back on. The reason I saw it this morning, it looked like there was a fairly serious accident, which doesn't surprise me, because people around here, like I said, people around here don't know how to drive and they're not willing to learn. A pole was knocked down, and the pole is still there. They put a new one up, but they haven't removed the old one yet. So it is still there. And I saw it while I was going by. I didn't look for it on my way back, but I'm pretty positive that it is gone by now. But there you go, that's what happened. That's why it was out for probably a couple of hours. The first time was because they were doing work. on one of the transformers, so they had to shut it off here. It was our transformer, so that's why they shut off ours. Transformer just up there, the main one that powers this neighborhood, and I think another one, but I'm not sure. So anyway, there will be a show tonight. It will be taking place at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or directly following Comp Dude 512 if he goes longer than till 11 o'clock p.m., which he may or may not do. I have no idea yet. And even still, that last announcement is still accurate. You can go ahead and take a look at that. I'll have it in a video annotation, and I will now edit this video. There you go.